From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Toni-Ann.
On this week's The Disney Crush Podcast, we've got a potpourri of news topics to discuss. Dave and Toni-Ann are coming to you with episode 429 of the Disney Crush Podcast right now.
Toni-Ann.
I talked about us in third person. Dave and Toni-Ann are coming to you now.
That's okay. I'm used to it. I've been doing that for 8 years. I bring it up every now and then, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to help.
So, I haven't seen you this week. How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, everything's good. Well, just chugging along.
Chugging?
Yeah.
Keep on trucking? I don't know.
Everybody's good. Yeah. Oh, geez.
Rich and I wanted to tell you, we watched Wonder Man this weekend, which is the new Marvel series on Disney Plus, and we really enjoyed it. It's not heavy on the superhero fighting evil. It's not that kind of superhero. It's not that kind of Marvel. It's you just got to watch it, but it's really good. It's very charming. It's really cute. So
good. That's good to know.
Yeah, we blew through the whole thing. I think it's 8 episodes, and they're like half-hour episodes. So Saturday and Sunday, we watched them all.
You did a marathon, a Marvel marathon.
2 hours one day, 2 hours the next day. Yeah.
You did Eminem.
It's like the length of a movie. So,
Oh, okay. Well, Eminem, a Marvel movie marathon. MMMM. Say that 3 times fast.
Marvel movie marathon. Well, it's a TV show, so it's on Disney Plus, and you should watch that. And also on Disney Plus is the Leslie Iwerks documentary on Disneyland, which was also excellent. It was excellent. It was really good. I mean, she's the one who did that the series right when Disney Plus went live. What was the name of it? I don't remember. But it was really good. We all loved it. And then now she's made a new documentary.
Yeah, you loved it so much you can't remember the name of it.
I can't remember the name of it. I can look it up, but yeah. But the Disneyland documentary on Disney Plus is really good. You should watch it. A lot of footage of Walt himself and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think that they have a lot of footage of him.
Yeah, and they have a lot of footage of the construction of the building and everything, and that's what it's really about, the building of Disneyland, what went into it. They only gave themselves a year, and through the whole thing I was yelling, and I was saying to Rich that they announced Avatar here, and it doesn't open for like 8 years. And back then Walt made an announcement in 1954 that he was opening this new park in summer of 1955, and he did it. And
yeah, but I don't think there was a whole lot going on.
Well,
it was probably pretty scarce.
It was touch and go in getting open, but Walt was like, nope, we're doing it that day. So it's a really good movie. It's worth a watch if you love Disney and Disney history. So
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's tons of film of him. Well, he was on TV too when we were kids all the time. Anyway.
Yeah, and they talked about that, how he used that show to raise money for the park because ABC was paying him to do that show so that he can build the park, and they were and the other thing that was really I remember when I was a kid, when we went in 1981 the first time, the corporate sponsorships were much bigger than they are now. I remember Carousel Progress was sponsored by GE, and the Dream Flight was sponsored by Delta and all that. And they showed the Diamond Horseshoe Review was Del Monte, the Del Monte Diamond Horseshoe Review.
Siemens, McDonald's, there was all kind of sponsors. Yeah. Yeah.
And now you see much less of that. I mean, there's still a couple in Epcot, especially, but not as many.
No, it's now it's all stuff that's in-house stuff. They're using their own material now to.
Well, like in Epcot, the countries used to actually sponsor the pavilions so that they would try to drum up tourism to their countries. And I guess they saw that wasn't working and they pulled out because people that go to Disney just keep going to Disney over and over again.
And if you want to go to Italy, you just go to Disney. Why take all
Right.
that flight and the money and yeah.
Italy's a sore subject because the food booths are so bad there.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
Germany. Germany's not so bad.
Okay, go to Germany.
Or Mexico.
Yeah. All right. So, David, we have a little bit of news this week, and we're just going to talk about what's been going on in the world. Did you see, this was the last weekend for Dinoland. I saw that the waits for Dinosaur were up to like 5 hours on that last day.
Yeah, I don't quite get that, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand it. So you write it one more time, the last time.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I think people just want to say I was there the last day.
And we did it with the Muppets, so what am I talking about?
Yeah.
But we only did it because friends were doing it. I don't think if our friends weren't there, I don't know that I would have went out of my way to watch.
Drove over and gone there for that.
No, I don't think so. And I certainly
Yeah.
wouldn't drive over for Dinosaur.
No.
I mean, we went last week. What was it? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. And we went to Dinosaur, and it was a 60-minute wait. And Veronica knew it was her last time if she was going to ride it. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not waiting 60 minutes. I'm like, honey, but it's Dinosaur. She goes, yeah, no, I'm out. I'm like,
I
okay.
should have done it at Moonlight Magic, but oh well.
Yeah.
I put it up on the Friends of the Disney Crush. The cast members that work at Restaurantosaurus did a little goodbye dance of "Everybody Walk the Dinosaur." You know that song.
Yeah.
And it was cute, but it's gone. So Encanto Tropical Americas is coming, and Joe Rohde had put out a nice excerpt. He had written this nice letter about Dinoland and what's coming, but he also said he's seen the plans of what's to come, and he's excited about that. I'm myself I'm not going to miss Dinoland all that much. That was like Veronica's land. She loved Primeval Whirl and she loved Dinosaur.
Yeah, that was her kind of her place. That was
her corner of Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm. That was her happy place for sure in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, really? All the parks. Actually, she just loved that little.
She loved those two rides.
Yeah.
And most people don't love those two rides.
No,
so
well, she's a little odd.
She is a little odd. Yep.
A little weird.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even know if, like, when I go in February, if I'm going to go to Animal Kingdom, because there's really not much there right now.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's true. You really didn't get over there anyway. That wasn't your thing either.
Well, it's
Dinoland.
Rich's favorite park, so if he comes with me, we usually go.
Yeah. Well, just do like we did. We spent most of our time at the Moonlight Magic in Pandora.
Trips with friends. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, and I don't know. I even with what's going on, I could spend a whole day in Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
You know, you got the Nomad Lounge, you got Pandora, you got Everest, you got the Tree of Life.
The safari.
The safari, right. A couple of nice little bars.
I am going in February because I'm having breakfast with friends.
And a pure ice cream. Yeah, you know, the list goes on and on. Nemo. There's a lot there you could still do.
Okay.
You could watch the monkeys. You could sit there and have an ice cream cone and watch the monkeys play. Oh, Yak and Yeti. You could go to Yak and Yeti.
Oh, yeah. Yak and Yeti is one of my favorite restaurants on property. So
go have a pink Himalayan drink.
My favorite drink.
Yeah, see? The list goes on, Toni-Ann.
Yep.
And, you know, I did hear they have kangaroos, but I don't think that's true.
They do have kangaroos. I've seen
Oh, they
them.
do? Oh, okay.
I've seen the kangaroos, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you say so.
So. You've been cold, Dave? It's been really, really cold here.
Yeah, man, it's a little out of the norm for Florida, don't you think?
It's been extra cold. It's been really cold. It was in the 20s yesterday.
Oh, and yeah, with the wind chill was when they get to minus like a lot of places did, but yeah, there was some records broke Nothing major. Like I think they go back to like 2010, but years and years ago, they had a thing called the Great Arctic Outbreak. Toni-Ann was in 1899.
Oh, I was too young for that.
Yeah, I don't think you were around then, but maybe some of your ancestors were. If any of your ancestors were here in Florida at the time, in February 13th in 1899, it was -2 in Tallahassee.
Really?
-2, yeah.
Wow.
And Jacksonville was 10 degrees, and Tampa was 20.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And we just got snow the other day in Tallahassee.
Yeah,
a couple
there
days
was
ago.
some snow up north. People were saying there was snow in Spring Hill, but I didn't. It didn't get down when it was raining. It didn't get low enough. Actually, I didn't get any rain by my house.
Yeah, I don't think we did either, but it's possible there could have been a couple little flakes, maybe, possibly.
That's what they're saying. They were saying by the Walmart there was some, and I'm like, are you sure? Because it was 37 degrees at my house, and my house is across, not very far from Walmart. So I don't think it's a 5-degree difference.
Yeah, I don't know. In Orlando in 1894, it was 18. And I think it was in the 20s.
It was really low in Orlando the other morning when I woke up and I looked.
Yeah, there was a guy on Facebook that he was filming himself. You might have seen it on. I think it was on Facebook or TikTok or somewhere, Instagram. And he drove to the park and he had a Beacon Barrel reservation. And he was getting out of his car and he's like, I got a Beacon Barrel reservation, but I'm going home.
Yeah.
No, it's a big change from 90 degrees and 100% humidity, which is brutal. And now we're on the other spectrum. We were actually colder than Juneau, Alaska the other day.
Really?
How crazy is that?
That is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy times. And all these, I feel bad for all these people that come down from up north and stuff that they're coming here for the sunshine and thinking it's going to be 70 and they're going to go swimming and sunbathing. And then they get here and it's 20 degrees. And that, what it was the wind.
Yeah.
When you have that
bad,
the wind was terrible.
Well, the wind at our house, Rich will start a fire, and if it's windy, the smoke will come in the house, and so he's like, I can't start a fire because it's going to get all smoky in here. So
yeah,
but we have one right now.
Oh, good. Well, okay, yep, yeah, good for you. I can put one on my phone.
I never had a fireplace when I lived in New York. I come to Florida and I buy a house that has a fireplace.
Well, you got a good week for it. I would say I pulled my leather jacket out the other night and I said to myself, honey, everybody was commenting on it. They're like, wow, that's a nice jacket, Dave. Nice jacket. I said, thank you very much. I'm going to enjoy the one day a year I get to wear it. Yeah.
Our jackets last us much longer when you live in Florida because
they do.
We don't wear them much. They just hang in our closets.
Right. And it's trying to find them too, a lot of times because they're buried.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to, where did I put that thing? I have a long conversation with my jacket when I put it away. I'm like, it's going to be okay. I'm going to see you soon. You just chill out and I'm not going to forget about you. I know where you're at. When I need you, I'm going to come get you. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So at Disney, when it got cold, was it Saturday or Sunday was the colder day? Saturday?
I think Saturday. Yeah. I think Saturday was the day. The windy day too. The windy day.
Yeah. When it's less than 40 degrees, the outdoor roller coasters cannot operate safely. At first, I thought it was just because people would get cold and the cold wind would hit their face. No, it's actually the mechanisms, the wheels. The wheels are not meant to be at that cold a temperature. They grease the wheels and the grease actually gets too cold and it's like not slippery. It becomes gunky. So it doesn't operate correctly. I went down a whole rabbit hole learning about it. There's something with the hydraulics and the wheels and the grease. And now if there's a park, a theme park in colder climates, there are there are other wheels that sometimes the company that builds the roller coaster will offer, and they either switch the wheels out when the cold months come, or if they build it with those wheels, it's much more expensive. So for Disney, it's not worth it for them to get those other wheels, because how often does it get below 40
Right.
in the daytime in Florida? It did this week, but it's not often that during operating hours, it's less than 40 degrees. So, I mean, this is the first time I've heard of them closing the roller coasters for weather.
Well, your backdrop is Slinky Dog, and I don't think I'd want to be on that if it's 20 or 30 degrees.
No, I think the wind hit in my face. You know, like you ride motorcycles, you know what that's like, right? No, it's not. It's not fun. But
no, it's not conducive for a good time. That's for sure. No, it's like driving a convertible on the interstate.
Yeah.
And in 20-degree weather. No, that's not what I want to do.
No.
So think about test track, 60 miles an hour, or whatever that goes. No, you get windburn. No, that's not a good thing. I mean, you got a lot of stuff. You got Slinky. You got maybe even the People Mover might be cold.
Might be cold, yeah. But the coasters that are closed when it's less than 40 degrees, it's Slinky, Everest, Tron. Even though Tron is only outside for a portion of it, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Is that it?
Well, no, you got Big Thunder Mountain.
Well, Big Thunder Mountain's not open right now.
Well, I know, I'm just saying, but if it was open and it was cold, you wouldn't want to be on that. Tiana's, you wouldn't want to be on Tiana's.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but there's a lot, and then all the kiddie stuff. You got all the kiddie stuff over there, like Dumbo,
and Aladdin were closed too.
Well, I guess
I don't know if that was related, because it didn't say Astro Orbiter was closed, and Astro Orbiter you'd think would be colder than Dumbo and Aladdin.
Right.
But Astro Orbiter was not closed the other day. It was just Dumbo and Aladdin, and I don't know if that was a coincidence. And it was Expedition Everest, Slinky Dog, Tron. I guess Seven Dwarfs wasn't closed. I guess, I don't know.
Oh, how about the Safari?
Maybe because it's not that crazy. The Safari was open. When I've gone to the Safari when it's been cold out, I've actually been pretty good safaris.
Okay.
So if you go to Disney when it's cold out, be mindful of that the roller coasters might not be running.
Right. And I think they canceled some of the parades too, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I could have been a bot or AI. I don't know, but I heard they did cancel some parades.
I did go down a rabbit hole with the roller coasters though.
What about fire? Well, I guess they could still do fireworks.
Yeah, they do fireworks.
Yeah. But I could see them not wanting to do a parade. But you know what? I wouldn't want to do it in the heat either. I feel sorry for them when it's
I think
the middle of summer.
Being in the heat in those costumes probably worse.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think this particularly would be a great time at Disney when it's that cold.
When it's cold out, though, the princesses and probably some of the dancers in the parades, they have alternate outfits. They have like jackets, and they have like, their winter jackets on and stuff a lot of times. The princesses anyway. It's like they have like something that covers their shoulders, and it's got like furry collars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Jasmine is very modest. So,
yeah, the trolley car in Magic Kingdom would be kind of cold too. There's a lot of stuff.
I guess so. So, Dave, I heard a rumor today that Mr. Josh Tomorrow, they said as early as next week, we may have an announcement that he's getting the big job.
Well, it's about time.
Bob Iger might finally step down and give the big job to Josh, which I don't know if Josh's experience in the theme parks qualifies him to run the big movie studio and Star Wars and Marvel and Disney Animation and Pixar. And
okay, now this is just my take on it. A big company like Disney, if this is in fact going to happen, then I would presume that they've been grooming him for
Yeah.
quite a while and seeing if he can, in fact, do the job. Because they're not going to they're just not going to throw it to anybody or like Josh if he's not ready.
They've there were other people that they thought that there was a woman, I don't remember her name now, that they thought she was going to get the job. So it says Josh D'Amaro gained steam as Bob Iger's successor. And it says this was today. Josh D'Amaro is expected to be promoted to CEO. The Disney board will vote on naming a new leader next week. So yeah, so as soon as next week we might have a new CEO. Okay. Do you think Bob will actually leave this time?
Partially. I think he'll still have his foot in the door.
He didn't leave for Chapek. You know what? I happen to be wearing my Thanks Chapek shirt today.
How about that? Thank you.
Sometimes
Thanks, Chapek.
I think about wearing it to the park and seeing if anybody notices.
Oh, they will. That was a big hit.
I would love to be wearing my Thanks Chapek shirt when I finally meet Josh. I would love to be wearing this shirt.
That would be epic. That would be an epic picture too. But
I'm over Josh, so I'm not going to be the next first lady of Disney.
Oh, okay. Kind of like an ex-boyfriend. You're over him.
I'm over him.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I think I don't know. Maybe he'll do if he does.
Statham.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Who has a new movie coming out?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't really. I'm surprised anybody even hired him again after that last one.
Shut up.
Oh, what was it? The Beekeeper or whatever it was?
The Beekeeper, yeah.
Oh, jeez. That was brutal.
I love that movie.
Do you love? I bet you do. Well, you'll love anything. He could. I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to stop now because I'm going to just go right. Yeah, I'm going to get in trouble. But no, they might. I don't know. I think they might just. I don't know. They could bring something from the outside, just totally from the outside that blow everybody away.
They're saying Josh is probably the man.
Maybe that's why we've been seeing him so much in all the parks.
Yeah. The board of Walt Disney Company is close to promoting theme park division chairman Josh D'Amaro to the role of chief executive officer and will vote on naming a new leader next week. Yep.
He'll still have his foot in the door.
I had one last thing. Did you have anything else?
No.
Okay. So
I'm too cold. I'm too cold to even bring. My mouth won't even work right now. I'm so cold.
It's come to our attention this week on Facebook. I've seen a lot of it, that many of the outside vendors that started working with Disney, working at Disney after COVID, are getting cease and desist letters telling them they are not allowed to do business on Disney property anymore. And what I'm talking about specifically is people that come to your room. So people that decorate your room, people that do makeovers like the Bibbidi Bobbidi boutique alternatives in your room, the people that do massages in your room, they're being told they can no longer do business on Disney property. I have heard that there was an incident, and this is all hearsay, that there was an incident with somebody who was in somebody's room, that things got stolen, that there was inappropriate actions by some of these people. So Disney, and then when the family went to complain to Disney, Disney was like, we have nothing to do with that. You hired them. And, one bad apple is going to spoil the bunch. So now everybody that comes to your room is being told they're no longer allowed to do that. Now, there's one business, though, that is not being affected so far that we've heard, is these babysitting services like Kids Night Out and the magical nannies and all that. So that has brought into question, is it actually that Disney's worried about guest safety? Because the kids would be the most vulnerable, right? They're okay with you leaving your kids with an outside vendor in your room, but they're not good with somebody doing their hair or decorating the room. And Dave, why do you think that might be? I think it might be because they're competing with Disney because they're not going to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and they're not using Disney floral to decorate the rooms. And
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit before the show started, and I think it's because they're getting competition and there's a way for them to make money there.
Well, here's the thing about like the Bibbidi Bobbidi. Before COVID, there were 3 Bibbidi Bobbidi boutiques. There was one in Disney Springs, there was one at Magic Kingdom, and there was one at the Grand Floridian. Right now, the only one operating is the one at Magic Kingdom. So if they want to cut these services off, they really need to open the other storefronts because it's really hard to get a reservation for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. It's really hard. I mean, especially if you're staying off site, it's really hard to get. I feel like if they're going to cut off people from doing in-room makeovers, they need to expand Bibbidi Bobbidi and open up the other options. The ones in Disney Springs and the one at Magic Kingdom, Grand Floridian. I keep misspeaking, but
when Stand By Skipper came out, I was surprised that Disney didn't do a cease and desist on them.
Well, and now there's more services that do that. There's one called Wait Magic, which is run by Thrill Data, does Wait Magic. They've messed with them a couple of times where they've changed the algorithm and made it hard for them to work, but it's a programming thing. And once they figure out the programming, they're back in business a few days later. And that's happened twice already, where Disney switched things around and there's been a big panic that they were going to go out of business. And then once, Thrill Magic and Thrill Data and Stand By Skipper figure out the new program, they're back.
Well, yeah, and to be honest, let's be honest, and Disney's IT sucks so bad that they have no worries, really, honestly.
The thing is that I think so few people know about those two services. You have to really be with your ear to the ground to know about Stand By Skipper and Wait Magic. You have to be someone who listens to Disney podcasts and things like that. But I think with Bibbidi Bobbidi being so hard to make a reservation for, people go on Facebook and I couldn't get this reservation. And other people right away say, oh, well, we had Susie come to our room and it was better and cheaper and nicer. And, and then word of mouth is really, help these people. But so far, the other services like the bakers that deliver to your room, they don't deliver to your room, they deliver to Bell Services, the outside scooter companies, none of those have been affected. So they think that Disney is kind of saying it's because they don't want strangers in your room. But I also know that there are medical people that do house calls at your room. So I don't know. And the kids' night out, the babysitters that come to your room are not being affected. I don't know, I don't know if my friend Claire, I don't know if she got a letter. I have to reach out to her because I'm supposed to see her when we come in February.
Yeah, but how would they even know? They could just come under this guise as a friend and you would have no idea.
Yeah. Now, I'm personal friends with Claire. So if I wanted her to come to my room, I might put her on my reservation.
Right. Exactly.
And then she can just come. But I don't think that the average person is going to want to put a rando on their reservation.
No, but if it's someone like Claire that you've used in the past and you're very comfortable with them, you have no problem putting her on there.
Yeah.
If you really wanted her to come and you would, I don't see that. I mean, people put me randomly on their reservations sometimes.
That's true. But
I was put on reservations for the Moonlight Magic, just random.
I know you were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was on Deirdre's screen when she went to her room.
That's not random. That you're on Deirdre's screen when she that way she gets to imagine that you're staying together at the hotel.
Yeah. No, I'd just be in the shower the whole time.
The Watts Youngward party.
That's true. So yeah, there's workarounds. There's workarounds. I mean.
Yeah, but I don't know that people are going to want to risk it because the cease and desist is kind of scary when you get one of those. So you don't want to get banned. If you're someone who loves Disney, who is doing this career, because you love Disney and you want to bring Disney magic to other people because you have Disney magic, you're not going to want to be banned from Disney property.
That's true.
I don't know that people are going to risk it.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad. I mean, because you see all these other things like the strollers and the skipper and all that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I think with the strollers and the ECVs, I think Disney doesn't have enough for everyone, so they're kind of letting that go. I don't know, but they have put a crackdown on the golf carts at Fort Wilderness. And that's been in place for some time now. That there were outside companies that used to deliver golf carts to people in Fort Wilderness, and it's been a while now that they told those people they weren't allowed to come on property anymore. And so, if you were going to get one of those off-property, off-site vendors for a golf cart, you were going to you would have to meet them off a property, and they would either give you their truck to bring it in on a trailer or give you a trailer to hitch to your, or put the trailer on your truck. And then you'd have to, but that's, that cuts into your vacation. People don't want to do that.
No, they want convenience, right? Disney also saw that is quite a money maker at Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, those golf carts. Yeah.
So they just up their inventory, which is nothing for them to do. Golf carts to them are just cheap stuff.
Right.
And cheap vehicles to purchase, and they just figured that's just a huge moneymaker for them. Yeah,
a 1 month rental pays for the golf cart. If that golf cart stays rented for 1 month, it's paid for itself already.
Exactly, and then also they have less traffic coming in and out with all these vendors coming in with these carts and stuff.
And they did the same thing with camper rentals, because people sometimes rent campers and people come in and set the camper up on your site, and then when you get there, the camper's there. They've gone to a short list of preferred vendors that they will let on property.
Mm-hmm. And
if you're not on that list, you can't deliver a camper to the site.
Yeah, pretty soon they'll be purchasing campers too. They will.
Those campsites are as expensive or more expensive than a value resort. Many times we've priced it and said we could stay at Pop Century for what we're paying for this site.
Absolutely.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, Dave. They don't want outside vendors.
No, I guess not. Well, you know what? It's cutting into their profit.
Yeah. Oh, and the other people that have been kicked out, I forgot, are people have hired personal chefs to come in and make a meal for them, and they are not allowed on property. The people that, like, if you rented a villa with a kitchen, you could have a chef come in and make a meal for you, and they're not letting them do that anymore. I'll just call Tori and have her make a meal for me. All right. That's it, Dave. That was a quick one, but we had a lot to talk about, though. So
no, it was good. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, if you're in Disney, stay bundled up. But we still have about a week left of this cold snap. It's getting a little bit warmer, but it's still going to be cold until past this next weekend after the podcast comes out. Stay bundled up, stay warm, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
That's it. All right.
Checking into has spoken.
Put a check on that. Can you do that, Dave? Can you put a check on that one?